Well, good afternoon, everyone. This is Mike Bass back again with another forecast update for you for this June the 8th, 2023. I'm hoping everybody's having a great Thursday out there so far. Hope everybody has a great Thursday afternoon. Hope everybody continues to stay safe and well and also enjoy the weather because it's the only weather you got. Okay. In today's video, we're going to be talking about the air quality alert across the country. Also, we're going to take a look at the index and also the charts of I'm going to explain a little bit about the air quality alert chart, how it works for your locations. If you're under a green, yellow, orange, red, purple, and I think there's one more color, but we'll get to it. We'll take a look at it, and I will read out all the information about it. Also, we're going to take a look at the weather radar across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the watches, warnings, and advisory map across the nation. Also, we're going to take a look at the Storm Prediction Center outlook for today, Friday, and Saturday. Okay, if you're a new viewer and have not subscribed to my channel, consider subscribing. Love to have you. Like my videos if you like them. Share the videos if you can. And let's go ahead and dive on into the forecast and let's get the show on the road, folks. As you can see here, we're looking at the interactive map for air quality across the southern Canada and also across the much of the United States here as well. As you can see, we have red and purples up here in the northeastern United States. This is unhealthy to very unhealthy for sensitive groups with people with health problems. Need to stay indoors and in a well ventilated area and try to limit outdoor activity because it is very unhealthy with that wildfire smoke drifting down into the United States from up around southeast Canada. Okay, as you can see, we're in the yellow areas. It extends all the way from southern Canada, all the way through Chicago, Illinois, all the way back over to Iowa, also over in the portions of South Dakota, also back over into North Dakota as well, western South Dakota. A little bit of that wildfire smoke over here in portions of Wyoming as well. Also got a little bit of that smoke over here in portions of southwestern United States as well, over toward Phoenix and Tuscaloosa, also over toward San Diego, east of Los Angeles, east of San Diego there as well, northern Mexico. Also down here around San Antonio, Texas, Dallas, Texas, over toward Louisiana, New Orleans, Monroe, over toward Atlanta, Georgia, all the way down into Charleston, South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina, where I stay in South Carolina here. Also over here in portions of North Carolina, all the way back over towards St. Louis, Missouri, Memphis, Tennessee, Omaha, Oklahoma City. Let's see, Omaha, Nebraska as well. Toward y'all's area, also toward Kansas City, St. Louis, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Cincinnati, Ohio, Louisville, Kentucky, the Appalachian Mountain Chain. You all in a yellow, unhealthy still for sensitive groups. But the main concentrated area right now is current northeastern United States. Like I said, from the south of Boston through New York, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Richmond, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Also, we're here in portions of Ohio here as well, just west of also Detroit, Michigan as well. Also back over toward Cleveland, Ohio, like I say, Chicago, Illinois as well. Alright, let's go through the charts here now. We're going to show you the charts, the chart here of this system. The green is a good category, no problems. That's the value index is 0 to 50. Okay, the air quality is satisfactory, and the air pollution poses little to no risk to anyone. If you're in the yellow category, that's a moderate risk. That's 51 to 100, the value index. Air quality is acceptable. However, there may be a risk of some people, particularly those who are usually sensitive to air pollution. So if you're in the yellow area today, just be on the lookout just for a moderate risk. The orange is unhealthy for sensitive groups. The value index is 101 to 150. Members of sensitive groups may be experiencing health effects. The general public is less likely to be affected. Alright, if you're in the red category, this is pretty much around the New York City area and also Pennsylvania vicinity. This would be unhealthy for the index is 151 to 200. Some members of the general public may experience health effects. Members of sensitive groups may experience more serious health effects. Okay, purple. We did see purple on the map up there in portions of the northeastern United States. That is very unhealthy. That's a 201 to 300 value index. Health alert. The risk of health effects is increasing for everyone. This is for everyone in that purple area in the northeastern United States. So you need to take, like I said, you need to stay indoors and stay away from that. Maroon color, that would be hazardous concern. That would be 301 to 1 and higher. Health warning of emergency conditions. Everyone is more likely to be affected. So, and we did see some of them purples in the northeastern United States. Let's go back to that map real quick. Yes, there's the purple here. Just around Washington, D.C., all the way back into portion of Pennsylvania there as well, portion of New York State. Also over here portions of Maryland as well. Also in the red areas, like I said, extending from portions of New York State all the way down to New York, Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, like I said, Washington, D.C. is in that red and purple area. Richmond, Virginia, and just south of Norfolk, Virginia. If you're in these areas, in this red and purple area, you need to stay indoors and away from, and try to stay in a well-ventilated area and and try not to go outside too much, because if you do have health problems, it can affect you. All right, well, let's go ahead and move on to the weather radar now across the nation. We're going to take a look at it. We got some showers up here, and maybe a thunderstorm or two in portions of the northeastern United States, southeast Canada, all from, like I said, from Maine back down into New York State. Also got a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity reported in Virginia, back into Washington, D.C. and Maryland area. Also a little bit off the Outer Banks of North Carolina. More thunderstorm in portions of Alaska. Guam radar is currently unavailable. We have, like I said, we got scattered activity in the Gulf of Mexico as well, down here in central Texas. Also more showers and thunderstorm activity over portions of Arkansas through Missouri, all the way back into Iowa. Also in the portion of Nebraska. Also up here in portions of southern Canada and in North Dakota. Scattered activity in Montana, back to Oregon State and Idaho. Also Washington State getting a little bit of that shower activity. Also reporting in Nevada. And also over here in Wyoming as well. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the watches, warnings, and advisory map for your locations. As you can see, what I showed you on that air quality alert, we got air quality alerts in effect for New York State, all the way back to New York, Boston area, all the way down into Washington, D.C., back through Pennsylvania, Ohio, back into Illinois, also portions of central and southern Michigan, also scattered about here in portions of Virginia. All of North Carolina is in effect, and also portions of the PD region and Grand Strand region of South Carolina. Got some air quality alerts there. We got some more scattered about here in portions of Illinois, back into Missouri, back in Oklahoma, also back into East Texas, Southeast Texas, northern and southern Louisiana, also over here in portions of Colorado, northern portion, southwestern portion of Arizona. Got a red flag warning in effect for portions of northern Michigan as well. Also some beach advisories there for the west coast of Michigan. Some special weather statements there for air quality and low relative humidity for portions of Minnesota and northern Michigan. Also, that air quality alert over here, some special weather statements for it as well, over in portions of West Virginia, Virginia as well. Looks like we got a few special marine warnings there as well, and a special severe weather statement over eastern Virginia. Got a severe thunderstorm warning going on down here in central Texas. Also got some special weather statements over southern Florida as well. Also got some flood advisories over portions of north Texas. Flood watches in effect for portions of Montana. Well, much of Montana, that is. Portion of Idaho and northern portion of Washington State. Got a flash flood warning in effect for one county there in Montana. Also got a hydro issue over northeast portion of Nevada. Special weather statements over here in portion of western Nevada and also in the eastern portion of California. River flooding still going on in portions of South Dakota. Also in Idaho and also portions of Nevada there as well. Also, Alaska looks good. Got a few gale warnings across the central and southern portions of the island of the Hawaiian chain there. So just be mindful of that as well in that area there for gale warnings along coastal areas. All right, let's move on to the Storm Prediction Center page. This is your outlook for your Thursday. All righty. Well, it just refreshed, so it should be a while before it does it again. We got general thunderstorms over portions of southern Maine, all the way into the mid-Atlantic region, down in portions of Virginia and North Carolina. Got a marginal risk there as well around the Washington, D.C. and Delaware area. Also, we got general thunderstorms also from South Carolina down into portions of Florida. Got a marginal risk there as well across southern South Carolina, back into northern Florida and southeast Georgia. Got general thunderstorms from Louisiana to Texas. Got a marginal risk down in southern southeast Texas. Slight risk there as well. General thunderstorms extending through Oklahoma back into Montana. Also in the Minnesota, we got a marginal risk over portions of South Dakota, North Dakota there as well. And general thunderstorms extended all the way from Montana back to portions of Oregon, all the way into California, Nevada, and Utah, and Colorado as well. All right, if you're in the slight risk area, this includes Austin, Texas, Sugar Land, Texas, Missouri City, Texas, League City, Texas, Galveston, Texas. Also, the marginal risk includes Houston, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, and Chesapeake, Virginia. The tornado probability for today is less than 2% all areas. Winds, 5% up here around the Delmarva Peninsula and Washington, D.C. area. Also, southern portion of South Carolina, down in northern Florida, down here in Texas, and also up here in North and South Dakota. 5% include Houston, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, Austin, Texas, Virginia Beach, Virginia, and Corpus Christi, Texas. Take a look at the hail probability. Same thing, 5% up here in the Delmarva Peninsula area, in Washington, D.C. area, Virginia, and northeastern North Carolina, South Carolina here as well, in Georgia. Also portions of Texas, got a 5%, 15 down in southeast Texas as well. North and South Dakota, 15%. This includes Austin, Texas, Sugar Land, Texas, Missouri City, Texas, League City, Texas, and Galveston, Texas. 5% include Houston, Texas, San Antonio, Texas, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Norfolk, Virginia, and Chesapeake Bay, Virginia. All right, let's move on to day 2. As you can see, we got general thunderstorms up here in portions of Maine, all the way back into portions of Virginia, the Outer Banks of North Carolina, back to portions of eastern Ohio, also down in southern portions of Georgia, back down into the Florida Keys, that is, excuse me. Got a marginal risk for east coast of Florida, all the way back into the Panhandle of Florida there. General thunderstorms expected from southern Mississippi all the way back into Texas, all the way back up to Minnesota, Wisconsin, back over to portion of Washington, Oregon State, California, Nevada, Utah, all the way back down into northeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Marginal risk for West Texas to the Panhandle of Texas, Oklahoma, all the way into Kansas, also into eastern Colorado, northeastern New Mexico. Marginal risk, this includes Jacksonville, Florida, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Orlando, Florida, Amarillo, Texas, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Tornado probability, less than 2% all areas. Winds, 5% over in Texas to Colorado, also over the Panhandle of Texas to Florida to the east coast of Florida there as well. The 5% include Jacksonville, Florida, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Orlando, Florida, Amarillo, Texas, and Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Hail probability for your Friday. Generally the same areas. 5% over here in East Florida, back to the Panhandle of Florida. West Texas through the Panhandle of Texas and into portions of Oklahoma. Also into Colorado and Kansas. This includes Jacksonville, Florida, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Orlando, Florida, Amarillo, Texas, and Fort Lauderdale, Florida. All right, let's move on to day 3. We do have a bigger area of slight risk for severe weather down into Texas coming up on day 3. Okay. Also, we got general thunderstorms over portions of Maine all the way back into Pennsylvania. Also back down here in southern Florida, Keys, all the way through Florida. All the way back into Mississippi. All the way back up to Minnesota, Wisconsin, and Michigan. All the way back to Montana and also into northeastern Washington State. All the way back into California through Utah, Colorado, back into Texas. We have a marginal risk over portions of southwest Alabama through Louisiana, through Texas, all the way back into Oklahoma, southern Kansas, and southwestern Missouri, and much of Arkansas. We have a slight risk of severe weather over northeast, central, and northeast Texas, all the way into northwest Louisiana, southwestern Arkansas, all of just about much of Oklahoma City there. Excuse me, we're in Oklahoma as well. The slight risk area, this includes Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Arlington, Texas. The marginal risk includes Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Wichita, Kansas, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And the probability is 5% in the brown from Louisiana back into Kansas and Nebraska, and Kansas and Oklahoma and Texas. Also 15% in a significant severe hail threat, or severe weather threat, that is, would be over the portion of northeast Texas and Oklahoma. And significant severe weather would be Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Arlington, Texas, and Plano, Texas. 15% include Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tuscaloosa, Oklahoma, Arlington, Texas. The 5% include Houston, Texas, Austin, Texas, New Orleans, Louisiana, Wichita, Kansas, and Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And we're going to take a sneak peek at day 4. I don't think there's nothing for it, but we'll take a sneak peek at it real quick. Yep, predictability 2 all the way through day 8. So, hey, everybody enjoyed this video. Hope everybody consider subscribing. If you have not subscribed yet, love to have you. Like these videos, share these videos. And let's go ahead and get these numbers climbing again, folks. So that way I can keep my channel going. And like I said, if you like these videos, like them, share them if you want to share them. And also, we will catch you back in the next one. Also,